Good day everyone, my name is Christina Miga and today I'm going to discuss to all of you the first two functions of office management, planning and the organizing. So originally there are 7 functions of office management: the planning, the organizing, the staffing, coordinating, directing, controlling, and lastly is the budgeting. So ano nga ba ang planning? Planning is assign and selections of objective, policies, producers, and programs for attaining enterprise goals. So, ang sabi dito is, sa planning daw po ang involved sa pagbuo ng layunin ng isang company, even sa pagpapatupad ng rules and regulations sa loob at labas nito. So, planning po ang nagiging way para mapagtagumpayan ng maayos ng buong enterprise ang kanilang goals. Helps in reducing the uncertainty at the future and avoid leaks. Nakakatulong po si planning para agad ang solusyonan ang mga hindi inaasahang pangyayari o problema sa company. It also set the standards for assessing performance. Without such standards, manager wouldn't be able to intervene and take correcting actions to stay in the track. Sa madaling salita, nakakapagpaganda sa planning ng performance din ng isang worker. Next is organizing. Involve the establishments of organization structure to determinations and groupings of activities, assignments of activities to the specific department, individual role, etc. During the organizing process, managers coordinate employees' resources, policies, and procedure to facilitate the goal identified in the plan. Organizing is highly complex and often involves a systematic review of human resources, finance, and priorities. Sa madaling salita, ang pinakapangunahing ginagawa ng organizing is magsama-sama ng mga resources tulad ng materials, personnel, and even the financial banking. Si organizing ang nagbibigay ng mga tasks and assignments na dapat gawin ng mga department, ang bawat department, and the workers. For now, ako muna magpapaliwanag ng unang meaning ng budgeting dahil sa next video, ang magpapaliwanag na nung pangalawang meaning is si Miss Ira. So, ano nga ba ang budgeting? Unang meaning nito is, budgeting is estimate of income and expenditure for an definite period. So, ano nga bang pagkakaintindi natin sa budgeting? Siyempre, yung budgeting is pumapasok din yung pera. Budgeting, tumatalakay yan sa inaasahang kita or nagastos ng kumpanya sa inaasahang or naturang panahon or month, like that. Diba? Dito din pumapasok yung sweldo, pwede yung sweldo, yung mga benefits ng mga personnel na makukuha nila kapag dito sila pumasok sa company ito. So, for now, akin muna ang mapapaliwanag ko. So, si Miss Ayla na ang sunod. So, sana makinig din kayo. Yan lamang po and thank you po sa pakikinig.
A pleasant day to everyone. My name is Ira Kanya and I will continue the topic about the functions of office management. So let's start with staffing. Staffing involves recruitment, selection, training, placement, compensating, promotion, and retirement of an employee. Sa lahat po ng functions na binanggit ko is nakapaloob po sa staffing. The basic concern of staffing is management of manpower or human resource. Ang pinakahalagaan daw nito ay yung manpower or human resources kasi nga naman ito yung pinaka-important factor when it comes to productivity ng product. Less manpower, less production, that will also lead to profitability of the company. Staffing is pervasive function. It is performed by the managers at all levels of management. So lahat po ng functions na binanggit ko is piniperform po ng bawat managers sa lahat po ng management. So let's move on to coordinating. Coordinating involves synchronizing individual actions with the goal of the enterprises. It ensures unity of action among individuals, work groups, and departments and brings harmony in carrying out the different activities and tasks so as to achieve the organizational goals efficiency. So, So yung coordinating po is need natin makipag-coordinate sa iba para po makita yung unity ng bawat isa. The concept of coordinating always applies to group efforts. There is no need for coordination when only single individual is working kasi nga po we talked about group of efforts. That's all. Sorry for the noise po kasi hindi ko po kontrolado yung ingay po dito kahit saan po ko magpunta, maingay po talaga. Yun lang.
Hi! My name is Opelia Rosem Sanchez at i-explain ko po ang directing and controlling. Directing. Directing is a set in motion that action of people because planning, organizing, and stopping are the mere preparation for doing the work. Direction is an aspect of management thus directly with influencing, guiding, supervising, and motivating staff for the achievement of organizational goals. Listed below are the action steps and resources to help you build capacity for progress toward your defined purpose. Directing elements. Supervision. To oversee the work of staff, supervision is the act of coaching, reflecting, and directing work and workers. Motivation. To inspire, stimulate, and encourage staff. Leadership. To guide and influence the work of staff in a purposeful direction. Controlling. Controlling is one of the important functions of a manager. In order to seek, plan results from the subordinates, a manager needs to exercise effective control over the activities of the subordinates. Controlling is one of goal-oriented function. It is a primary function of every manager. Controlling is the process of assessing the organization's progress toward accomplishing its goals. It includes monitoring the implementation of a plan and correcting deviation from that plan.
Good day everyone, I'm Jinky B. Bristol and today I will be discussing some of effective management technique while Jaisel will continue the others. Effective management technique number 1.
Communicate the big picture. If the employees have to work hard and be committed to the business, the manager has to keep them in the loop. Open communication helps foster loyalty and gives employees a sense of pride. It helps them understand how their work contributes to the company's success. Ibig sabihin nito, kung ang mga employees ay kailangang magtrabaho ng gusto, maayos, or nakafocus, the manager has to keep them in the loop. Meaning to say, the manager should update them or inform them on plans, project, o kaya kung ano pa yung gustong ma-achieve ng company. And get some feedback from the employees. Other than that, discuss a new strategy and give chance to employees to express their ideas. Kung baga, pagkakaroon ng good or open communication, yung makakatulong upang mag-build ng magandang samahan, loyalty, and it gives employees a sense of pride. Siyempre, bakit ba natin kailangan na sinasama sila, ini-include sila, ina-update sila sa mga plano? Siyempre, part sila nung company. Dahil hindi naman magiging successful ang isang company kung wala ang mga employees. Number 2, delegate work and responsibilities. Projects or tasks need to be delegated according to people's strengths and weaknesses, and employees led to develop their own good work habits and leadership skills. Ibig sabihin nito, kung magbibigay or mag-a-assign ka ng project or task, kailangan kinukonsidered mo yung strength and weaknesses ng tao or ng employees mo. Bakit? Para ma-develop yung pagkakaroon nila ng magandang performance or good work habits and leadership. At para din ma-overcome nila yung weakness na meron sila. Number 3, helps employees set goals. Setting deadlines and goals help keeps employees focused, busy, and motivate them to do their work. Each employee has to be talked to about the company's goals and work with to set individuals' goals directly linked to business mission. Sabihin, pagbibigay ng deadline goal ay makakatulong para mag-focus or ma-motivate yung mga employees para magtrabaho ng maayos or matapos agad nila yung trabaho nila. Ako bilang estudyante, pag may deadline or may goal ako or may nagmo-motivate sa akin, mas ginaganahan akong gumawa or mas ginaganahan akong gumawa ng mga activities o mag-aral. Kaya, mas maganda na meron kang goal or may nagmo-motivate sa'yo. Parang, kailangan na iniisip natin kung para kanino nga ba yung ginagawa natin o ano nga ba yung goal natin.
Number 4.
Recognize problems. Manager should know about personality conflicts, lagging productivity, or other problems in the office. He should stay tuned to his employees so that he can proactive and resolve situations before they escalate. Sabihin nito, bilang isang manager, dapat alam mo kung ano yung mga nagiging problema sa office or problema sa office. Dapat nakatuto ka dito dahil pag nagkaroon man ng problema, mabilis mo agad itong mare-resolve at hindi na lalaki yung problema. Reward employees. Everybody likes increase in salary and bonus, but monetary rewards are not only way to motivate employees for a job well done. Easiest way can be just saying thank you to appreciate employees. The important thing is employees know manager values their efforts and contribution. Lahat ng tao gusto ng mataas na sahod at mga bonus. Pero hindi lang pera yung magmo-motivate sa isang tao na magtrabaho ng maayos. Yung pinakamabilis at tipid na paraan ay yung pagsasabi mo ng thank you o kaya naman iparamdam mo sa kanila na they are appreciated. Kasi para sa mga employees, napakahalaga na nun dahil alam nila na mahalaga yung mga efforts nila, yung mga ginagawa nila, or yung contribution nila. Gaya ng estudyante, syempre, bilang isang estudyante, mas ginaganahan akong gumawa or mas namamotivate akong gumawa pag na-appreciate yung gawa ko, pag may natutuwa sa gawa ko.
Hi, my name is Jaisal Escano and I will continue the report of effective management technique. Number 6. Be a mentor. As a owner, greatest gift to employees is sharing his knowledge and experience. Showing employees how to deal or forecast sales is far more effective than just talking them through it.
Number 7. Give reviews. Reviews of feedback is important for employees of their performance on improving their skills and growth professionally. Manager should make sure that he spends equal time addressing part of performance and future goals. Have a heart. Managers should show employees some compassion by being flexible with work hours and time so they tend to important matters. Annotation. Office management help maintain a close relationship between different departments and people. It regularly supplies order, command, and instruction to different people. In perform various functions like planning, organizing, controlling, staffing, supervising, motivating, and effective leadership. Therefore, office management brings smoothness in work. It also helps in increasing office efficiency. Smooth flow of work main cost. Managing change and accepting the new challenge would help in achievements of goals of the organization. Thank you.
Decentralization. It refers to the dispersal of decision-making power to the lower level of the organization. When we talk about this word, we're going to give the power of decision from the lower level of the organization. It is not said that it is final one, but it is the part where we give them a chance to speak and to be heard. Because all we know that those people in the lower level have a power to communicate to a lot of people and can give their suggestions to have a better result to the organization. Advantages. Number 1. It is a good philosophy to motivate the managers so that it is result in better job satisfaction. By giving the opportunity to allow the lower level of the organization to give opinion and the power to decide with benefits the both parties. In the side of manager, they have a motivations came from their lower level managers, and from their side, they feel satisfied by treating them as a part of the organization. Okay, number 2. It increased the morale of lower level managers by satisfying their needs for participation and independence. It is a chance kasi where didn't give a boundaries to all people working the organization. It increased the morale of the lower level managers because their rights to speak and give opinions will acquire and noticed by the top managers. Number 3, it helps to meet the challenges and complexities of big enterprises and provides scope for growth and development. Having a challenges and some difficulties facing by the organization is normal, but the main point of this is how we are going to surpass all of that. So, by the help of each and everyone working in the organization, we have a better solution for the challenges that may encounter. Number 4. It promotes quick decision making and avoids confusion. Okay, so like what I've said earlier, those managers in the lower level is the one who interact and have a face-to-face communication to the people. So, they are the one who knows what is the best service they can give to the people that can satisfy them. Number 5. It provides training for future managers by giving them an opportunity to develop their skills. It is their first step going to be on top position someday. By this time, they are preparing on what is happening to the organization and what will be their action when they encounter the same scenario someday. An organization performs an open suggestion and decision to all will adopt by the future managers, and they are going to use this on their next term managing the organization. Number 6. It facilitates effective communication because in the centralization setup, span is wider with a few levels of organization. It results in effective communication? Yes, definitely, because the decision given by the managers in the lower level of the organization will be their way to have a deep conversation to all and to examine if that's the best decision they can make. Number 7. It ensures effective control and supervision as all activities are coordinated at the lower level. Any sort of adjustment can be made at the lower levels itself. Thus, it gives complete freedom of action. It means all the actions going to do in the all activities of the organization, the managers in the lower level will be the one who have the power to control what they are going to do. They can revise and manage easily the mistakes they see. Number 8. It gives a relief to the top management from concentrating on day-to-day affairs and permits them to concentrate on developmental activities. It means the lower level managers give a pieces of information that can really help the top management to complete their tasks in daily lives on their works. Because without those information gathered by the managers in the lower level, the tasks by the top managers will not be finished. Disadvantages. So, here after we discuss the decentralization itself and the advantages, now we go to the disadvantages. Number 1, it is costly because it requires competent people to be employed to accept authority. The success of the unit depends on the ability and capability of the head. It says that it is costly. First, when it comes to time and effort of the head to search and find the right one that can fit to the position and can do their task well. Number 2, it may lead to inconsistencies when every department or divisions does not adopt procedures uniformly. Diba, alam naman natin na in the lower level of the organization have the power in decision making. So, if the top manager will do the decision for all, it is difficult to manage and address it to them because they have their own decisions. Number 3, it creates a problem among various units or departments. Dahil sa may kakayahan silang magdesisyon, ang mangyayari dito ay hindi sila magkakaunawaan ng ayos dahil mayroon silang magiging paninindigan na desisyon. Number 4, differences of opinions of top management and unit head often lead to conflicts. It's obvious and clearly understood by every one of us having a different opinions and decision by different people, specifically in different departments in the organization will be the result of conflicts and misunderstanding to everyone. Number 5, among the department hostility may be developed due to severe competition. This will hamper the sharing of knowledge and resources. It means if one department has a great decision for the betterment of the organization, then other department will have a bit of what we call jealous and the competition will begin inside the organization. Number 6, economies of scale may not be realized as each unit becomes small and independent. For the last in the list of disadvantages of decentralization, it says that the organization can recognize the economies of scale when the department in the organization will break down and divide into small units of organization because they have their own focus and what they believe in. Now, we go to the next, which is annotation. Annotation, example of centralization, a small restaurant owned by a married couple probably uses centralized management. The couple themselves order inventory, decide the marketing direction, and hire new employees. As a company with centralized management grows, they add new levels of mid and lower level managers, each of whom answer to a superior with a very strictly defined roles in the company. McDonald's is a prime example of centralized management and standardization. The exact same number of pickles is put on each burger no matter where you are in the world. Airlines do this too. You will get the exact same brand of bottled water on every airline in the same brand. Example of decentralization are the big companies.
Good morning everyone, my name is Chris Naman from Group 1. So the topic that I will discuss today is all about organizing for office or operation. In organizing an office for service, there is established an efficient relationship between people and function. An office must have well-defined objectives which are clear-cut and capable of attainment. Objectives will help determine the function or types of work to be performed. Not only should there be a close relationship in function, personal and physical facilities, but at the same time, authority and responsibility should hand in hand with the functions assigned to certain official and employees of the office. In organizing for office operation, along with establishing sense of structure and order, an organized work environment promotes team spirit. Your business also run more efficiently, organized with success. A clean, well-kept workplace makes a strong impression on how employees view their jobs. Next is organization. The task of organizing when completed brings about birth of an important yet visible framework called organizational structure. The visible framework of organization structure is intended to help foster close coordination among the members of working group by specific assignment of authority a group of people who work together, like a neighborhood association, a charity, or a corporation. Organization is also the act of forming or establishing. It can also refer to a system of arrangements or order or structure for classifying things. Next is organizational chart. It's a type of record showing the formal organizational relationships with executive intended should prevail. It shows who supervises whom and how the various units are related to each other. An organizational chart is a diagram that visually conveys a company's internal structure by detailing the roles, responsibilities, and the relationship between with an entity. Mostly po yung makikita po natin sa isang organizational chart of the corporation is yung sino po yung CEO, general manager, etc. Yan po yung sa organizational chart. Next is, ayan po, sa isang organization, makikita po natin dyan kung sino po yung mga CEO, ganun po. Next is centralization. So what is centralization? Centralization refers to the concentration of decision-making power at the top level of management. All important decisions are taken at the top level. Everything goes to reduce the importance. Subordinates is called centralization. Sa centralization po, ipinihiwatig ng aksyon na nagbibigay diin sa isang autoridad katulad ng pagpapasya ay nakasalalay o nakasentro sa isang tukoy na tao, pangkat at ng mga individual upang ma-optimize ang sistema ng trabaho sa isang samahang pangasiwas ng isang kumpanya. Next po ay yung mga advantage at disadvantage po ng concentration. So the advantage po ay it facilitates greater and uniformity of action throughout the organization. It provides better opportunities for development or personal leadership. Next is it facilitates or integration efforts to unite total operation of an enterprise. It helps in quick decision making, in turn facilitates effective handling of emergency situations. It reduces wastage of efforts by avoiding duplication of work. It makes control easier. It allows flexibility and rapidly of adjustments changing condition. So ang advantage po ng centralization ay ang may mga kapangyarihan at autoridad na magdedesisyon ng may malawak na pananaw sa negosyo o gobyerno. Ang mga higit na autoridad ay dapat magkaroon ng dalubhasang pagsasanay na tumugma sa kanilang mga obligasyon. Sa madaling salita, nagpapahiwatig ito ng higit na pagsasanay at kaalaman. Ang sa disadvantage naman po ay it increases the burden of the top executive with their routine function and hamper their development. It affects the initiative of the lower level management people. It does not provide scope for employee participation in decision making. Lastly, there is no scope for specialization because an individual will have to look after many functions at a time. So, ang disadvantage naman po ay ng centralization po ay ang mga boss o autoridad ay karaniwang overloaded po sa trabaho dahil sa maraming bilang ng mga gawain na dapat pa po nilang puntahan. Nililimitahan din po ang pagbuo ng mga subdivision at pinabawasan ang pagganyak ng mga empleyado. That's all po. Thank you.
O sis,
Paano naman? Bakit? Ano ba yun?
alam mo ba yung kumakalat ng chismis ngayon? Na kaya daw ang bilis mag-promote ni Ma'am Ivy dahil jowa daw si Boss Brian.
Gaga, seryoso? Ew, kaya naman pala eh. Sabihin natin sa iba.
Pag bumali ko rin, sabi lang din eh.
Hoy, Gaga, pinsan pala ni Boss Billy Brother si Ma'am Ivy.
Weh,
O ano, chismisan na lang ba gagawin dyan? Back to work now.
Dividing and grouping work. Departmentation. Departmentation refers to the grouping of operating tasks into job, the combining of job into efficient work groups, and combining of groups into division called as department. Departmentation refers to the horizontal differentiations in an organization. It is a method of arranging activities in employees to facilitate the accomplishment of overall objectives. Departmentations, in short, can be said to be a part of organization process. The process involves dividing in grouping of activity of enterprise into the variable division or departments for improving the performance in organization. Departmentation means ginugrupo sila. Ginugrupo sila para maging madali yung trabaho or mabilis yung trabaho. Kasi kung iisa lang yung gagawa, mas mapapatagal yung trabaho nila. At magiging, pag ginugrupo sila, mas magiging maganda yung magiging kalabasan. Kasi hindi hassle o hindi marami yung gagawin. Kasi nga hati-hati sila kada department. Kada department may mga grupo. May isang leader sa kanila na mag-a-assign na gagawin nila para hindi lang isa yung gagawa. Lahat sila may ginagawa. Subdivision of the office, a division of some larger or more complex organization in large office. The following operations are broken or subdivided into three major services, which in turn are subdivided into various activities. Sa subdivision of the office, may tatlong major service. Ito yung general service, service of accountings and finance, service for productions and sales. Yun po yung tatlong three major of subdivision of the office.
General services. Ito yung mga tinatawag natin na pangkalahatang serbisyo. A. Handling of emails, incoming and outgoing. Ito yung proseso ng paghawak ng mga pumapasok at lumalabas ng mga emails. B. Messenger and delivery services within and outside the office. Ito yung nagde-deliver ng mga message, package, or letter from one place or person to another place or person. C. Information desk service. Ito naman yung mga nagbibigay ng single or multiple point of contact for users para makakuha ng tulong sa pag-troubleshoot, para makakuha ng mga sagot sa mga katanungan, para malutas ang problema ng mga users. D. Addressing and circularization, which is done through the use of machine for that purpose. Ito ay pagtugon na ginagawa sa pamamagitan ng machine. E. Telephone and mobile phone. Ito yung mga tumutulong sa atin para maging stay connected tayo with others. F. Preparation of standard practice instructions. Offices generally prepare manuals for the information and guidance of employees. Sabi naman dito, ang mga office ay nagtatalaga ng mga instructions, manual para sa impormasyon at patnubay ng mga empleyado. G. Filing the use of a storage room and or filing cabinets is a must in office. Ito ay para maingatan ang mga files sa pagkawala, pagnanakaw at pinsala. H. Selection of clerical employees. Ito yung pagpili sa isang tao para sumuporta at tumulong sa paggana ng isang kumpanya. I. Stenographic and typing services. It is to be able as fast as someone can speak. J. Arrangement of transportation. Ang pag-arrange sa transportasyon ay dapat na nakaayos at planado. Duplicating, that is stenciling, mimeographing, or through the use of Xerox machines or duplicators. Ito yung paraan ng pagkakaroon ng isa pang kopya ng files. M. L. Keeping of stationery and supplies. It's much easier to keep track of your office supplies when they are stored in the same area. M. Janitorial, guard, or watchman services. Ito yung mga nagme-maintain ng cleanliness at nagbabantay sa office o sa building. N. Building maintenance. This is an important service that must be provided where the building is owned by company itself. Ito ay para matiyak na ang isang pasilidad o gusali ay gumagana at komportable para sa mga gumagamit nito. O. Library. It helps people find information quickly.
Service for accounting and finance. A. Taking charge of withdrawals and deposits. In taking charge of withdrawals and deposits, it involves the removing and putting of funds in the bank account, saving plans, pensions, and trust funds. B. Design of forms. In a forms of design is included on how you decide and layout and content of form. All required information must be included in order to get details clearly and efficiently all aspects. C. Changes of working methods. In changes of working methods, it must say that it includes a change in financial statement, conclusion, and accounting estimates, solving problems, and solution being introduced in the organization of improve the way or work to be done. D. Revision of desk layout. In the revision of desk layout, it includes the systematic arrangement of things such as office equipment, machine, and furniture, and providing space for peaceful moving of office. First, personnel to work with efficiency. E. Calculating. In calculating, you are some who is assigned services for production and sales. A. Research. Marketing condition. Marketing conditions are the factors that influence the housing market in a particular area, such as cost of living, demographic supply and demand, mortgage rates, and more. Customer. A person or organization that buy goods or services from a store or business. Supplier. A person or organization that provides something needed, such as a product or services. Competitors. Competitors are the other business who can offer the same or similar goods and services to your customer. Letter B. Charts. A chart is a graphical representation or data visualization in which the data is represented by symbols such as bars in a bar chart, lines in a line chart, or slices in a pie chart. A chart can present tabular numeric data, functions, or some kind of quality structure and provides different info. Letter C. Design of forms. In a forms of design, it includes on how you decide the layout and content of forms. All required information must be included in order to get details. Letter D. Changes of clerical. The changes of clerical work methods, it must say that it includes the changes in financial statements, calculating and accounting estimates, solving problem, and solution being introduced in the organization. Letter E. Revision of desk layout. In the revision of desk layout, it includes the systematic arrangement of things such as an office equipment, machine, and furnitures, and provided space of peaceful moving of office personnel to work with efficiency. Annotation. Departmenting is good in a company because increases efficiency, better budgeting. It also fixes responsibility, appraisal of managerial responsibility because becomes easy, helps in human resources development, and helps the top management to control and coordinate in a better manner. In the annotation, it gives big help to determining every aspect of company organization and works. In this terms, it may give a work efficiency and peaceful. Showing all these are important in a way of making a management better and helpful for all of us. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Bianca May Gonzalez and we're going to talk about delegation and the elements of delegation. What is delegation? Delegation is a division of authority and powers downwards to the subordinate. Delegation is the assignment of authority to another person, normally from a manager to subordinates, to carry out specific activities. It means transferring the authority or power by a superior to his subordinate, and it's about entrusting someone else to do parts of your job.
Elements of delegation. The first one is authority. Authority, it can be defined as the power and right of a person to use and allocate the resources efficiently. It means it is the right of manager to tell people or to his subordinate as what they should do or expect them to do it. And the second one is responsibility. Responsibility is the duty of the person to complete the task assigned to him, meaning it is the obligation of a subordinate to properly do the assigned duty and to finish it on time. And the last one is accountability. It means giving explanation for any variance in the actual performance from the expectation set. Accountability means being answerable for the final outcome or result. Subordinates being accountable to his superior for satisfactory performance of work, and it indicates that the manager has to ensure the proper discharge of duties by his subordinates.
delegation of authority is the base of superior-subordinate relationship. It involves the following steps. The first one is assignment of duties. The delegator first tries to define the task and duties to the subordinate. He also has defined the result expected from the subordinate. Clarity of duty as well as result expected has to be the first step in delegation. So, dito daw po sa assignment of duties, ito yung mga task na ibinibigay ni manager or ng supervisor sa kanyang mga empleyado. Halimbawa, may kailangang ipasa na documents kinabukasan. Kailangan advance ibinibigay kaya nagiging assignment duties siya. Katulad sa school natin, ganon. Sa school kasi natin, ibinibigay agad ni teacher yung mga gawain o yung mga activities natin bago yung mismong basahan or yung mismong due date ng pagpapasa ng ating mga activities. Sa office kasi, may kanya-kanya silang assignment duties. Example, sa finance. Sa finance manager or si finance manager ang nagbibigay ng assignment duties sa mga empleyado niya. Next is granting of authority. Subdivision of authority takes place when the superior divides and shares his authority with the subordinate. It is the reason every subordinate should be given enough independence to carry the task given to him by his superiors. The managers at all levels delegate authority and power which is attached to their job positions. The subdivisions of powers is very important to get effective results. So, dito naman po sa granting of authority, ito naman ay yung pagbibigay ng karapatan ni supervisor or ni manager sa isang empleyado na mag-handle sa mga kasama niya sa opisina kahit hindi siya supervisor or manager. Kasi pwedeng magbigay ng authority si manager or si supervisor na maging behalf niya yung isang pangkaraniwang empleyado sa isang opisina. Halimbawa, si manager or si supervisor ay busy sa mga ibang gawain. So, may isang empleyado siyang itatatag which is yung behalf niya na siya yung re-receive ng documents na kailangan dapat i-receive ni manager or ni supervisor. Next is creating responsibility and accountability. The delegation process that does not end once powers are granted to the subordinates. They at the time have to be obligatory towards the duties assigned to them. Responsibility is said to be the factor or obligation of an individual to carry out his duties to the best of his ability as per the directions of the superior. Responsibility is important. Therefore, it is that which gives effectiveness to authority. At the same time, responsibility is absolutely and cannot be shifted. Accountability, on the other hand, is the obligation of the individual to carry out his duties as per the standards of performance. Therefore, it is said that authority is delegated, responsibility is created, and accountability is imposed. Accountability arises out of the responsibility, and responsibility arises out of authority. Therefore, it becomes important that with every authority position, an equal and opposite responsibility should be attached. So, creating responsibility and accountability daw po, ito naman po yung paghahati-hati ng manager ng mga task or responsibility sa bawat empleyado para mas mapabilis yung mga activities or mga trabaho na dapat gawin sa isang opisina.
Good day, I'm Ivy Jane Banes, and today we will discuss about the difference between authority and responsibility. But first, let's have the authority. Authority belongs to the elements of delegation. But to fully understand the essence of authority in our management, let's define first what is authority. According to Henry Farrell, authority is the right to give order and the power to exact obedience. From the word itself, it pertains to someone's authority or power inside the management. Particularly, it pertains to the manager, supervisor, and leaders. It is the right of a person or superior to command his subordinates. When we say subordinates, they are the person below their superiors. For example, they are the employee, staff, or assistant. In simple words, it is a relationship between managers and employee, wherein your manager has a legal right to gives you a task. He or she can also stand as your leader. Authority is attached to the position of a superior in concern. Specifically, giving an authority is a superior task according to his position. He or she is designated to give commands to his subordinates. Authority can be delegated by a superior to a subordinate. It simply means that a manager or a superior cannot perform all the tasks that is needed inside the management by their own. That's why they need to delegate tasks. On the other hand, delegate or delegating tasks means to entrust someone who is capable to do a particular task in accordance with his strength and capabilities. It flows from top to bottom. It pertains to the flow of delegation and the authority will be moved downward. At the same time, the delegation of tasks or the responsibility that will be given to you is according to the position that you have in the management. And now, the essence of authorities are the following. The first one is superior-subordinates relationship will stand stronger. And then, it gives an opportunity to the subordinates to flourish their abilities and skills. It also helps the managers to develop their talents and skills, especially they ought to make decisions, communicate, supervise, and lead. Lastly, delegation of authority also helps superior and subordinates to achieve good results to create a well-flow working departments.
Hi everyone, again my name is Jean Camille Belen and I'm here to discuss the meaning of responsibility in our topic entitled Differences Between Authority and Responsibility. So here are some meaning of responsibility that can help you to understand it better. First, it is the obligation of subordinate to perform the work assigned to him. And to understand it better, let's discuss what subordinate is. When we say subordinate, it is a person who is under the authority or people who is in a lower rank or position. In this statement, it says that the subordinate is assigned to do the tasks that are given to them. It is a assigned job that need to accomplish successfully in time. In other words, responsibility is the obligation of a subordinate to perform the assigned duty efficiently. Second, responsibility arises out of superior-subordinate relationship in which subordinates agrees to carry out duty given to him. Like what I said in the first statement, responsibility are tasks that are given to a one person. In this statement, it says that responsibility came from those people who are in higher position or rank. It also said that the person who is assigned to do the task or duty agrees to do it. Third, responsibilities cannot be shifted and is absolute. It means no person can shift his responsibility by assigning his authority to others. When an individual uses or power directly or through others, he or she is still responsible to his own superior for proper performance.
flows from bottom to top. Unlike in authority, which flows from top to bottom, responsibilities flows from bottom to top. It means the middle level and lower level management holds more responsibility. The person held responsible for a job is answerable by it. The responsibility flows upward because responsibility refers to adherence and answerability of the subordinate to complete the given task. Fifth, the essence of responsibility is to obey duties. It means anyone who accepts a task must be held responsible for its performance too. When a superior gives you a task, you need to do it efficiently since it's your obligation to follow and finish the duty that are given to you. Next is, it originates because of superior-subordinate relationship. Superior-subordinate relationship refers to the interaction between organization leaders and their subordinate and how they work together to achieve personal and organizational goals. The direct subordinate reports to the supervisor and seek guidance, leadership, and feedback from him or her. Lastly, the duration of responsibility ends as soon as the task is accomplished. Unlike in authority, which is continuous for a long period, responsibilities end when you finish the tasks that are given to you. You only need to do those tasks that are assigned to you and nothing more. That's all. Thank you.